We are live, and well, at least we pretend to be. Playing some games tonight, taking a little break from Defenders of Cobalt stream, and shoving you all over here on my stream to do a little Pirate Borg.
Yeah,
this is episode 3, and let's go ahead and just a quick introduction to the cast. Chuck, who you playing?
That's me. I'm playing Juan, and if I remember correctly, I am a holy man of sorts.
Of sorts.
Yeah. I don't know
that
what's
works.
going on. Alchemy kicked me out. Alchemy, you bastard. I'll figure it out, though. But yeah, I'm a holy man of sorts.
Jake, who you got?
I've got Roberts, who is a swashbuckler and something of a budding necromancer.
Yeah. Daniel, what do you got?
I still have to make a character because I have so it's all
You will
around.
be found in the dungeon. That's fine.
Yes.
It's actually a 1-button push. So, like, if you
Oh.
go to the character generator, just kind of scroll a little bit down. There's just a 1 button. It randomizes everything, and you're good to go.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm gonna name my character Flint. I think so. We'll
Flint.
go with that for now.
Sure. Why not? We will meet you in a dungeon somewhere being tortured by rats soon. Maybe in more than one orifice. Jeremy, who you got?
I'll be playing Rogers. He's a zealot that calls storms and bring people back from the dead.
Yeah. At least one of those is useful. Joe?
Yeah, I'm playing Plankbeard, a man with a bunch of planks of wood in his beard, and he is a berserker, I believe, or a brute.
And obviously a vegetarian as you eat planks and
Yes.
get them in your beard.
Mhm.
Eddie, who you got?
I am playing Beck, a rapscallion. Sneaky, eccentric, colorful, odd.
We'll go with odd. That's a good adjective. Yeah. So last time, your character, Eddie, was picking a lock. And while the numbers were low, it does not mean you didn't succeed. It's just taking you some time. As you're, oddly, these locks are really well made for such an old castle as this. And the rest of you are just kind of waiting around for your buddy to finish this. Remember, this is daytime, by the way. At night is when the undead rise. And you don't know, maybe they just do conga lines. You're not actually sure.
Mm-hmm.
They might be friendly.
They might. They just might want you to, join in the conga lines. That's all.
But regardless, we've been smashing skeletons as we come across them.
Yeah. I am not obscuring maps, so I'm just showing everyone the map. So on the screen, you guys are basically right in front. 14 is the door you're trying to get into. You went down from the kitchens, down a stairwell, and then you come to this locked door after you went to the left. So the rest of you standing around, waiting for the lock to be picked. You guys hear some sounds coming up from the other corridor you chose not to go through. Sounds like several men singing a sea shanty about being so far in debt they had to hawk their peg leg to get enough money for grog.
Well,
Been there.
I mean,
who hasn't? What pirate hasn't?
they could be friend pirates, or they could be our victim pirates.
Friends, victims. What's the difference, really?
I'm pretty sure. So, you sing together. I think at that point, like, you're obliged to continue singing till the song's done. So, like, we just keep singing till the lock's picked. We do like something about a number of bottles on the wall or whatever. We just make it go real long.
They're being loud. It doesn't seem like they've noticed you because they certainly haven't quieted down. So what are you guys choosing to do here?
We get real sneaky quiet.
Mm-hmm.
We get up behind them, and then we come in like with that thing where you all kind of like sing the same songs, but at like different.
Like a wrecking ball. That's how we come in.
Yeah. That's it exactly.
Okay.
All right. So you guys had to come in. You came down a stairway to get down here. And then you went off to this doorway here. So you've got a little cover, assuming they don't come down your way. You've got a little cover. So those of you that are trying to be sneaky and quiet and maybe not be heard or seen and let them start to climb up before you do anything, let's go ahead and have a test. Let's say this is going to be let's go ahead and do this as an agility test, as you're trying to stand very, very still, not, cause any noise to happen.
I rolled a 4. I did great.
And the rest of you?
13. Lucky 13.
8.
I rolled an 11, but my chain shirt gives me a +2 DR to all agility rolls.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So some of you, not as quiet as others, continue to eat a loud chip while everyone else is silent. Coins jangle something, and you hear somebody in the party say, "Hey, you all hear that? Sounds like a mouse eating something." Frank, take that torch and go down there.
No.
Daniel, what's your character? Did you do the one punch or the one push button yet?
I've been just kind of reading through it and clicking it, but I'm doing a swashbuckler.
Ooh, a swashbuckler. Okay, this works. Okay. Right then. And yeah. So Frank, he's got a torch held high. There's a little sunlight that comes in from some of the windows in the floor above, so it's not completely dark, but you guys are in the shadows as best you can. As Pirate comes in, he's got this torch held high. He's got a little monkey on his shoulder that doesn't look all that happy to be there. The monkey's got a chain around his leg, and that chain goes down into his pocket. He pulls at it every once in a while.
It's a cool monkey.
It is.
Frank holds up the torch, looks around, sees you all crouched in the darkness, trying to open the door. All right, you wanted to interrupt there, Chuck?
Oh, I don't even remember what I was going to say.
Sorry.
Uh,
Well, then he calls back to his crew, or at least starts to call back to his crew. If you guys want to roll initiative, you can go ahead and do that.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, or
I'm kind of
3.
assuming that I'm busy with the lock, so I'm kind of staying out of it for now.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and roll the initiative too, though, just in case. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Enemy goes first. 4, 5, or 6. You go before the enemy.
now I got to remember how to roll initiative.
Should be on your sheet there. Actually, no, hold on. I can roll it for you all. That's right. Give me a second. Let me turn on initiative. There we go. And it looks like, unfortunately, Beck initiative. So Beck, Flint, and I'll tell you what's going on with you in just a second. Roberts, Plankbeard, you all go before they do.
I'm trying to find where my initiative is. I'm sorry.
I roll it on my
Okay,
end.
cool.
Yeah, I just turn on initiative and then it rolls for everybody.
Good. I can't be trusted to be responsible.
Maybe it will be easier if I just go back and one click it. Is there if I just delete the character and just make it again?
Why? It seems like it's fine. It's on the screen.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I can see him. Let me view him real quick. Flint, a swashbuckler, 6 hit points. Yeah, it looks like it's all fine.
Okay. Awesome.
You talk to yourself when you're alone, but you often think you are alone when you aren't.
Awesome.
That's very fun.
Okay, so those of you that go before the pirate group does, okay, he's calling back. He's like, Sergeant! Or at least he starts to get that out. Any of you that go before they do can go ahead and take an action if you want. Now, let's see. Eddie, your character, you said you're going to continue to pick the lock, right?
Yeah. I mean, what I might do though, if I can, is I imagine that I hear him, so I turn around and I'm shocked to see somebody who snuck
Yes.
up on us.
Mhm.
I think just as a reaction, what I would do is probably throw my knife at him.
Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead and do that?
Okay, is that just let's see. Would I roll that as like an agility or something, or would I?
No, it's an attack. Here, let's go ahead and
Okay.
throw up the tests in violence and show that there to everybody.
Since I'm throwing it instead of using it like a normal melee,
Mhm.
how would I adjust that? Let's see.
So ranged is just it's a presence actually. It's a DR12 presence roll for ranged.
Oh boy, that should
Yep.
be interesting.
Because presence is what you use to shoot as well.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a flat nothing in presence, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not negative, but it's not positive. Let's roll that out. Ooh, it's an 11.
Oh, that's pretty close, but it's not a 12. You know what? I'll give it to you because the guy's a little surprised. So I'll give you that +1 and you hit. How much damage does your dagger do?
Let's see.
Should be on your or describe the dagger. But if not,
It doesn't have any description on it for the journal entry. Just says
okay.
knife.
In the
so a
bottom
knife
left,
is a D4.
yeah, if you click on the actions tab, your dagger should be there and you can click the attack button.
Oh, I can just do that. Okay, gotcha. I will just hit use.
There it is. We already know you hit, and so just a point
So
of
1
damage. So,
damage.
yeah, it slashes his cheek, but it does stop him from calling his sergeant and his men through. So, but you have stopped picking the lock. So, next person who can go.
I guess I can go.
Juan.
Am
Or
I?
anybody, yeah.
Yeah, Plankbeard can go. Roberts can go.
Whoever looks like they're going to be the noisiest, I'm going after them first.
Well, right now you just see the one guy that came down your corridor. The rest of them are kind of over at the stairs.
He is
I
de
mean, you
facto
can run.
noisiest.
Okay, there we go. 16, but
Uh,
only 1 point of damage again.
Yep.
Ow! Another paper cut goes by. Flynn, you are with this other pirate company. You're not happy about it. These are not your brothers. You met them in a bar. They're not really your kind of folks, but you had no coin to your name, and they wanted to come out to this really spooky castle to see if they could find some stuff to sell or some money to make. And you really had nothing better to do. So
It's businessman and me seeing an opportunity here.
maybe so. You know that the person they call the sergeant is kind of their leader. The rest of them are pretty much dish rags, right? They just do what the sergeant says because he's got a very strong force of personality. He's also a mean SOB too.
These guys suck.
So do you want to do anything? I mean, but you don't know who these other people are. I mean, they could be murder hobos.
I mean,
Probably are murder hobos,
probably are murder hobos. Maybe we'll give it a second, see how
Mhm.
it plays out. Like, is there somebody around me that I can interact with at the moment, or am I still pretty?
Yeah, there's a sergeant. And there's 4 other guys around you. You don't really like any of these folks. Like they give pirates a bad name. I mean, you're a swashbuckler. You're a cut above mere pirate.
There we go.
You have panache and flash, even if you do talk to yourself sometimes.
Yeah, I'm saying these things out loud, probably.
Yes, exactly. Insulting their wardrobe, their
Yes, right in
haberdashery
front
isn't
of them.
colorful enough.
I'll kind of I'll have that basically be my action, I think, for now.
So you're talking to yourself about the shortcomings of your fellows. All right.
That's right. We'll see how that turns into.
The sergeant touches his hat after you made a sly comment about it. He's like, well, that's downright hurtful. Hey, why don't you go over there and see what happened to Blake? He called out something.
All right. we'll go see what's up.
Right. As you mumble to yourself, okay, well, you round the corner and there's another group. These folks don't look like well, I guess you all do look like pirates because you all did spend a lot of time on your ship before it became shipwrecked. Another group of pirates. It looks like
my
you're
lucky day.
trying to open that door, which you guys, shook. You kicked it a few times, but none of your crew is really good at picking locks, so you just left it alone.
Do I have like a key to it if I'm part of this crew?
No, that's what I'm saying. They couldn't open the door, so they just left it alone.
I mean, would I have a key to that door?
I don't know. Do you got any special items on you? So look at your character to see what was generated. Let's see what we got here. You got
some random stuff.
You were a business person in your background. Okay. Oh, you're pretentious. Okay.
Oh.
You twitch constantly, and you have an itchy trigger finger. Talk to yourself. You stole a ship once. The owner wants your money or your head, but we'll settle for both. The thing of importance you carry is a multicolored feather. So unfortunately, not a key.
Nothing. All right. That's fine. Well, carry on, I suppose.
All right. So another pirate shows his head.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. All right. So you guys see two targets now. You go over next to Blake, who is bleeding from a cut on his cheek and a cut on his hand. And he's going, ow! These are downright inhospitable pirates over there.
Those ones over there?
Those ones over there.
Oh, good.
Go and kill them.
I'll slap them.
Okay. That brings us to Juan and Rogers, who now go.
The guy you slapped, I would be like, so that guy's a dick. Are you a dick too?
In a different way.
Okay. Do you want to be our friend now?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I machete the other guy.
All right. Make a melee attack roll.
I think that did it.
Yeah, you rolled.
Oh,
your
I rolled.
but
I got
you
one.
fumbled.
It's
Oh,
good,
this will
right?
be fun.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
You
always
stabbed your
good
new
when you
friend.
fumble. You might have.
Oh,
You
stabbed my new
might
friend.
have. All right, so here we go. On a fumble, your weapon breaks, is lost, or misfires. So your weapon breaks.
Okay. No more machete.
Okay. Let's see. Anything else? Okay. Yeah. That's it. You lose your weapon. Lose your weapon.
No.
It's not horrible. Using black powder weapons, however, do become horrible.
Oh.
Okay.
I guess I'll try and beat him with Marlin Spike.
Okay. Nice hefty piece of wood upside the face as he's nursing his paper cuts.
Let's see. Is that... Hmm.
17. Oh, 4 points of damage. Oh, while this guy is he's got his finger in his mouth as he's sucking the little wound that somebody caused, as your Marlin Spike caves his head in.
And the good Lord said, let the lights go out.
Good, I didn't like it.
Okay.
It's okay. He's in a better place now.
Okay. Hey, you've got a much better dressed pirate now stands before you with a very colorful feather in his cap. He seems to be mumbling to himself and twitching a little bit. You hear in the background.
Macaroni folk?
Do what now?
You got a feather in your hat. You're macaroni.
No,
I
actually
heard that
don't.
story.
I actually don't have a hat, so it's probably
Behind his ear.
somewhere.
I've been drinking salt water. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's fine. Those guys.
All right.
There's more of them if you want to
Yeah, there's 4 more of them back there. 4 more of them. You guys go before they react, but you hear the sergeant trying to whip the rest of them to go down. It's like, draw your muskets. Go and see what's going on. And while you're at it, Shoot that jackass that said something nasty about my hat. My mom made this hat.
Your hat sucks.
Does this dead guy have any kind of weaponry on him?
There's a chart for that. Let's look at that real quick. Did they make? Oh, they didn't make me the. Maybe they did. Hold on, just a second. Oh, they didn't put it in. I'm gonna have to put it in myself. Okay, so why don't you roll a? They've got a looting the body chart. You see?
Oh,
Yeah, it's a very useful chart. Need to print out like a GM screen for this. That would be useful.
yeah.
Okay. Roll 2d6, and you're going to treat it like a d66 chart.
All right.
Just let me
10
know what you got.
spots. And let me pull up the single spot. So I got an 11.
Got an 11. Ooh. Okay. He has an axe that he hadn't drawn. He's got a torch in the other hand. That's what he had on him for a weapon.
Okay.
Well, he's looking for an axe. I'm looking for a key.
You're going to check his body for a key? Well, the only other thing he has on him is a quite empty coin pouch. It actually looks like a thief might have got to him, as his pouch is slit and has nothing in it but an IOU note.
I'll look at Flint and say, hey, good job.
Wish it would be.
All right, there's one more of you. Flint, you can do something. You'll go before the other side does.
Is there anything to do at the moment?
Well, I mean, you know that there's 4 more of your prior crew back up there that are coming this way, and you heard the sergeant say that they're pulling out their guns. And they do have some rifles.
I should have brought those with me when
They didn't trust you with one.
Yeah. This is how I knew I wasn't going to fit in with those guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess I do have a flintlock pistol, so I can just be ready to shoot the first one that comes around the corner.
Okay, why don't you do that as they come around the corner?
All right. How do I go about that?
So you should be on your character sheet. You should have next to your weapon. You should be able to click next to it.
I haven't
And-
had this system yet.
What are we trying to do?
Learning how to use the thing.
Yeah, his weapon. Let's see. Where is it on his sheet? I actually haven't seen the player sheets yet. So where do you guys click it? So we're using alchemy. This is the 3rd time we used it, so we're still kind of figuring things out of here.
How do you guys do
Yeah,
that?
I don't actually see any weapons on your sheet.
You have to click the edit button up at the very, very, very top left.
Okay.
And then you've got equipment.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Oh, it wasn't equipped.
Oh yeah, there we go. Flintlock pistol. You got the
Now it's
equipment. Yep.
equipped.
Wow, you got conquistador plate, old pocket watch, a medical kit, and a bucket.
I just rolled them all randomly. I just went
Yes.
down and clicked them one at a time.
The bucket's what you eat out of.
I mean, everybody's got to have one bucket, right?
You've got to have the one bucket.
Well, ideally, you'd have 2 for different purposes.
Well,
Well, that's what the helmet's for.
Oh,
That's some rich folk stuff.
Okay. You did not successfully shoot the person. You need a 12 to hit. However, you did not misfire. Nothing bad happened there, which is good. So your lead ball careens off a wall, and they again, other than the sergeant, the rest of your crew is pretty cowardly. So the other 3 kind of hunker down, and they drop their rifles, they put their hands over their heads, and they start to back out of the way. However, your sergeant is made out of sterner stuff, and he takes aim, and he's going to shoot somebody. He's going to shoot somebody good. Let's see.
hopefully it's not me. I don't like being shot.
Are you sure?
I'm probably saying that out loud. So
Have you ever tried it before?
Yeah. I mean, how do you know, really?
Then put the bullet in. Just
Everyone's going to try it
just
once.
making some assumptions here. So
Unfortunately, it's Plankbeard. He just doesn't like the cut of your jib and decides to remove your jib with
Oh, no.
lead ball. So go ahead and defend against that.
Yeah. That's how defense do. 17.
Okay. Yeah, so you just may have to make a DR 12 agility check, and so you're good. It misses. Nobody here is in melee, so there's no real chance for it to hit anybody else. It hits the door with a very large thud, and you see the lead ball kind of smoking and buried in this very thick oak. Does not hurt the door in the least, other than a few splinters. All right, the rest of his men are cowering because they're cowards. That leaves the rest of your guys.
Do we murder them?
Flint's like, these guys are wasted.
Well, I ain't splitting the treasure with them, that's for sure.
That's right. Hey,
That's
Get
fair.
the one in the shitty hat first.
I go get
Oh,
the
yeah.
one in the shitty hat.
It's crocheted, and like in silver thread, it says "Mom" on one side.
Um,
Man
I
wears a
guess-
hat like that. You know he ain't afraid of nothing.
if I do see that his hat says "Mom," I'm gonna I'll ask him like, "Is your mom still with us?"
Sadly, no, she's passed. Why are you talking to me? Why aren't you dying?
Because I wanted to know whether or not I could say the line, "Tell your mom I said hello," and then I hit him with the axe.
He gets pedantic on you. Well, technically, I suppose that's crap. Go ahead,
Okay.
make the attack.
There we go.
Oh, crit!
Nice.
Yes, I don't know what
Okay,
that does, but I did it.
It doubles the damage, which it looks like it already did. So it does 6 points of damage. You cleave this guy in half. His
Oh,
last
Lord.
words are, "I'm a coming, mama."
That's right.
I mean, he's
Really
probably
gets
for the
out the
best. He
word,
loved his
"I'm."
mom. Did him a favor.
And you cut that hat right in half. The rest of the crew is terrified. And 2 of you still have actions.
You all have been delivered from sin. Go forth into a new light and don't fucking follow us or we'll kill you.
Yeah, and leave the guns behind.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
New day,
Um,
new life. Drop it and go.
They drop the rifles and they scurry up the ladder. You did not ask them to drop the treasure they found, so they're taking that away with them. But they did drop the rifles.
So we used the rifles to shoot them.
Damn.
Lie to them, priest?
No, that's me, Jeremy, who's a much worse person.
Hey, I'm allowed
Well,
to
hey,
lie
now
to
they're
them.
leading a new life. They've just repented. Now we're sending them to heaven.
Yeah, it's the natural
Good
point.
point.
He did say it was a new start for them. He didn't say a new start on this earth.
That's true.
All right, so the musket is in the inventory if you guys want to add it to your, I think you're able to.
Nice. A new start requires a new
It's a
weapon.
musket. It's 2d6 reload, 2 actions to reload it though. Range 150.
Yeah. You got to click the edit toggle and then equipment and then add item and then search for it and click the white check mark and then go to your equipment thing and click the white circle and then go to actions and then click the white circle.
You make
really-
it sound so onerous.
I really like how quick and user friendly this system is.
Yes. Yes, it is. I guess I could, not expect to get that plug from Alchemy, but that's okay. That's okay.
They're not going to give it to you now. I'm sorry, Bert.
Yeah,
I've ruined it for
You've
you.
ruined it. You've ruined it. So each of them has 10 bags of shot and powder, except for the leader, who did shoot off the one lead ball that's smoking in the door still, which has got 9 shots left. Does mean they haven't shot at anything else today, apparently.
Checks out these guys.
Flint, the only thing you've come across so far, as far as wealth, was some really nice silverware. Well, silver and goldware, and that's what they've just gotten away with.
Put that in my eating bucket.
Well,
Any
you
left?
didn't get a share. Yeah.
These guys.
Yeah. The one guy here has he's got a pocket full of gold and silver, like knives and forks and the shrimp fork is the gold one, of course. Yeah, golden shrimp fork.
Well, I don't know if it's easiest to just divvy this up in some manner, but I don't know how looting is fun.
Yeah, it's just going to give you like a dollar value once you get out of here safely.
All right. Cool.
The golden shrimp fork might actually give you a personality bonus if you know in the right way to put it on the table. But you've got to know the right ways to put it on the table.
I figure it's just going to be in my pocket.
Well, then you get a negative bonus then.
That checks out.
Yeah.
I already have an
Okay. So another pirate group down here. Flint, you can let them know that they're really not here to rescue the governor's daughter at all. They were just looking for loot. Anything that they could tear off the walls or find hidden away just to make some money for grog. They didn't have enough money to even continue to stay at the inn with the room over their heads. So this was
They
kind of
even
like the
took
last
copper
resort.
wires.
They took the copper off the walls, take the fuses out of the box.
That's right.
The worst trash that you could have
Yeah.
associated.
They cut out those copper pipes. The ships have plumbing, right?
Yeah. So there you go.
All right.
I can't add it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's one of you carved in the captain's head. So the captain has a map on him. He also has empty coin pockets because, also poor. But he has a map on him. You unfurl it and you look at it, and the map looks like, it looks like it's blank. Yeah, you can kind of feel that there's something there that's kind of crusty, like you can feel a powder coming off on your hand, but there's like nothing on it. It's just rolled up, a leathered skin that should have something on it. Something's flaking off in your hand, like old dried paint almost, but it's just you don't see anything.
I'll definitely call out to the group, let everyone know, like, I get this funny map that isn't a map, but for some odd reason, when I think of the word, it says map. Any ideas? Like, I'll hold it up to the light, maybe?
Somebody carrying a light.
I have a torch I got off a corpse. I'll light it.
Yeah, you hold it up to the light. At first, it just looks normal, but as the parchment gets a little bit of the heat from the lamp, you can see that some lines start to darken on it, and you see there's an island, and it's got how deep the water is to approach the island, and it looks like it's a really bad fit for any kind of ship. Except you see there's one location you can approach from that seems to be safe from having your bottom of your boat ripped out, and then there's it says 20 paces from the rock that's shaped like a squirrel. That's what's written on it.
The goddamn treasure map.
Yeah.
God, this guy hit everything from me.
He did. He should have better trust. Look, immediately I told you, Art, that we have a treasure map.
Mm-hmm.
We're good pirates.
The best I've seen today. Perhaps
Not
the
silverware
best I've-
stealing pirates. Your
No.
treasure map stealing pirates.
Yeah, you guys might be the best pirates in the whole wide room.
All right. You go back to work on that door. Eddie.
Yep. I continue working on the door.
Well, in that case, you do end up opening the door eventually. Here we go. So you guys... Give me a second. Okay. There you open the door, and it's kind of like a mud room. Like there's a bench, and there's some old boots here. There's a cloak hanging up on like a rack. There's a basin where you can clean your hands and face and such. And then there's a passage going off. And on the other end of the passage, you can kind of see it gleaming through the torch that you're holding up there. It looks like a vault door. Gilded in iron and copper and bronze. Old. It doesn't look like it's been opened in a while. And that would be at 15 on the map there.
More locks to pick.
Imagine.
That's
got
all I see. More locks to pick.
So, I once heard a story about a guy who could pick locks through percussive maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a lock, we just got some flintlock rifles. I mean, it's in the name.
Well, you can sure try it, but I don't think that's going to work.
I'm gonna go around the corner here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you find a lock,
I think I might wait around the corner as well.
Yeah, the door seems to be made not of wood. As I said, it's iron and brass and bronze. It's metal.
just
I'll pray for you.
Oh, I wasn't shooting it. I'm not a locksmith. I'm a holy man. I was just putting the idea out there.
I'm willing to.
Why don't I just use the lock picks?
Okay.
Actually, before that, I'll just try and open the door. Is it unlocked?
It opens on screaming hinges. It hasn't been opened in a while.
Locked.
The last person didn't lock it. And the room,
Picked it real good.
it's a stone
First
room.
try.
There are
You picked it in the
dry,
past.
rotting wooden shelves in which there are dry, rotting bags, which are split open, and you can see silver and gold coins spilling out of the bags.
Oh, time to fill some pockets.
But the most interesting thing is there's like a little like hole in the ceiling here, and you can see, again, you're in the middle of the day, a shaft of sunlight comes out of the ceiling and it's illuminating this small like book stand, and there's a book opened with the sun kind of gleaming down on it.
Ooh, what's the book? I'll look at it.
Okay. You look at it, and the text on it seems to squirm and move as you try to pin it down with your eyes, and you're getting a little bit of headache, and you pick it up, and the leather feels weird. The leather feels a little wet.
This book might be in Spanish.
Yeah.
It's all squiggles.
I read Squiggle.
I'll give it to Juan. He'll be able to read it.
So anyone who has the ability to use arcane ritual, you can learn a spell by poring over this book for a night. It is bound in human flesh. The flesh seems to still be alive as it's warm in the hand. And you can kind of almost feel like blood flowing through it.
Yeah, I might let Juan get dibs on that.
We would read it together. Like, make a little blanket for it, get a little lantern in there, and just lay in there, and just we both read it together for the night.
Yeah, I have.
So this might be a good point for me to rifle through everything in the room, just in the off chance that there's a very specific, was it a crest I'm looking for, I think? Like a ring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shelves are filled with various sized bags that are just, like I said, ruptured in gold and silver doubloons. Pieces of 8 are falling out. But you also see you come upon this gilded cage. The cage seems to be made of bronze, maybe, and it's kind of just all turned green with age. And there's a parrot sitting in the cage.
Parrot? I need a parrot.
It just kind of
parrot.
slowly turns its head and it looks at you.
I have a colorful feather. I have a colorful bird.
Seems to be assessing you. Again, that door hadn't been open in a long time. Very long time.
Freaky bird.
Did we grab any of the food upstairs? I can't remember. Were there apples or something?
All right. Even more
The parrots
important
eat apples.
is their bird shit.
There's not.
Hang
There ain't
on.
no bird shit. There
Let
ain't
me commune with the gods, and I'll find out what we should do with this parrot.
Put it on my
Well, it's probably a nice parrot.
Yep. Remember, you're
Look over at my little miss, the ghost, and just be like, what do you think of the parrot?
Can you hear your ghost?
I don't think I can normally hear her. I think I can just see her, and that's it.
Yeah, well, she talks.
I thought we were able to talk to her after we talked to the witch.
Well, that was while he was on the drug trip.
Yeah, I was on a massive drug trip.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, she's mouthing something at you, but you're not sure what it is.
I'll start reaching for like opening the cage, kind of nodding at her like yes, no, yes, no.
Good.
No?
I can speak
Guys, I
with,
think it's a bad bird. She doesn't want me to open the cage.
I would like to use my commune ritual
Mm-hmm.
and ask my yay or nay question.
Sure.
And my question will be, for our own safety, should we kill this bird right now? And then I'll roll.
Okay.
And I got to roll a spirit test. Get out of here, character sheet. My target's 8, and I got a 6. Dan, take your dice back.
Okay.
You- just leave it alone.
The signs are inconclusive.
I have no idea. Maybe.
Maybe we should just loot and move on. It was here before. It'll be here after. No sense in disturbing it.
Do you talk, bird?
Yes.
Wasn't expecting that.
You got feelings about this situation, bird?
He kind of looks out the door, looks back to you, and says, "You done with that corpse?"
No.
Oh,
I mean,
this
yes,
bird's
yes,
great.
actually, yes. Do you want to eat it?
Probably want some blood.
Is this like an all the time sort of thing?
Polly know its way around the castle.
Not exactly. Some places.
How likely are you to kill us if we let you out?
It sticks its head very close to the cage. It says, "Open the door and find out."
Okay.
It bolts out of the cage and goes and starts chomping down on the corpses in the hallway.
That's
All right, that's a hungry bird.
Yeah.
You owe us, bird.
Are we friends now?
Something mysterious ways.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Yeah, I guess it's okay if he's eating bad people.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, those
yeah,
fellas
yeah.
could have died at sea, in which case the sharks would have ate them just as much. So
Good point.
What's the
Yeah.
difference between a bird and a shark at this point?
I'm just going to keep looking for a ring.
Okay, you don't find any rings. They're just sacks of coins, gold and silver both.
That's the case. I'm just going to line every pocket and everything I can carry with coins.
All right. Why don't you roll me 3d6? You remember how to roll dice in this? There we go. Okay. 9,000 pieces of 8 silver. And roll me 2d8.
I think it's a little more than we can carry, guys.
It's a lot. It's a lot of coins. 110 gold coins.
That is
Wow.
Oh, we need to make note of that, guys.
I say once we rescue this lady who's trapped here, we just
And we get that
the reward.
we get that reward as well.
The parrot comes flying back in. It's wiping its bloody beak on its wing. It says, "Oh, she don't want to be rescued."
Really? What's up with everybody around here?
Do you suppose if we just bring back like signs of not life that he would reward us anyway?
Oh, she's alive. She's one of those artistes. She wants to draw.
Right, but Pappy doesn't need to know that. Maybe if he thinks she's dead, he'll stop looking for her.
We can bring some of her hair back or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like she was mashed by a giant rock or something.
Or eaten by skeletons.
Or eaten by skeletons. Exactly. Eaten by skeletons. It happens all the time.
She's probably up in the upper levels, painting the last of the sun before the Baron appears.
That who?
The Baron. Well, he sounds nice.
He's not.
Oh. Well, do you want to come with us then, I guess? If you don't like the Baron.
The parrot kind of looks at that beam of sunlight that's coming through the hole. It's like, I can't go out in the sun.
Oh.
Not
Do you want to hide my jacket?
Hey, put up. I got a. We could cover the cage and carry you in it.
Yeah, it hops back in the cage.
All right, I'll do it.
We have a vampire parrot.
I like this. There's no way that this is going to go wrong.
No, that's great.
Nope.
I'll also
You know,
further mutilate the corpses so they don't come back as undead.
We could take him to the swamp lady. It's not that sunny in the swamp.
The bird does the whistle. No, woo, woo. When you mentioned the swamp lady.
I know, she's so hot, isn't she? I mean, they said hag. I was expecting something worse, but, you know, she's not bad.
The hag was her mother.
Yeah. All right, so we got treasure. Let's go see if we can at least. I mean, how long do we have till this Baron shows up?
Nightfall.
Yeah.
What time is it now?
You guys actually set out pretty early in the afternoon. Like, you've got several hours before it gets dark. That was intentional. Because you were told that the undead don't move until after dark. So
Maybe we should head up and just at least pop in and say hello to her before we leave.
You see if we can't work out this whole how do we get the reward without her? That sort of thing.
Yeah, I say let's head up.
So there are 5 rifles.
Says she's
involved,
probably
by the
up.
way.
I will forego taking a rifle if somebody else wants to. That'll give each of the rest of you one.
I'll take one.
Sure.
Okay. I don't know how to
So
equip it.
you're
Oh, wait.
in room. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm only going to be using my preferred weapon thing because I get bonuses with it.
Hmm.
So other people can have it.
I will
Oh, well,
gladly.
I'll take a musket then.
Cool.
I'll start
All
with
right.
pistols, Lucille and Cordelia.
Your
Ladies.
parrot friend has told you that she would be painting, catching the last of the, or as much sun as she can.
Means probably going up, find some place got a balcony or something.
Place with a view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So back up to where you were was 11 is the kitchen. There is a stair up from there that you haven't gone to yet, which would be 3 on the map if you want to go that way. Polly, which is the name of the bird, didn't get to see all the castles, but has met Veronique, who is the governor's daughter. It has met the Baron, but has not been moved around too much in a long time. Veronique has come painting in the corridor right outside and sings sometimes, so knows her by sound but not by sight.
All right, let's head up.
Okay, you want to go up to 3 then?
Yeah.
All righty. All right. 3 is a dining hall. Long dining table with chairs. There's dust everywhere. There's suits of armor, kind of like standing attention lined up against the walls. Floor to ceiling stained glass windows. Some are broken, but they're very colorful, depicting flowers and nature scenes. This must have been a very beautiful place at one time. There is a double staircase that continues up on a slope that goes to number 7 there. You've got, let's see, a stairwell that goes down to 2.
What are these suits of armor holding? I assume some sort of weapons.
Swords, very long, heavy swords.
I will gather up the swords from the suits of armor and chuck them out of a broken window.
Okay.
Ooh, and you might looks at his piece of wood he's holding.
I mean, if you want one, I'll give you one, but I don't want the suits of armor holding them. I don't trust them. They look like people.
Speaking of which, and I'll lift up one of the face plates on the suits of armor to see if there's anyone inside.
Yeah, nice thing to do, but no, they're empty. They're just empty, hollow suits of armor. But they are real. Someone has wired them up so that the gauntlets, the pauldrons, and everything hold together, but there's not a body inside.
Nice.
Just
Fair
in
enough.
case it's a ghost or something, I'm gonna pull the helmets off of each of these suits and just kind of toss them away.
Okay. You do so. If you want to pick up that sword, we're gonna give it the same thing as we'll give it a D8. It is heavy. It's meant to be used in two hands.
Anything on the dining table? Silverware, plates, cups, anything like that?
Well, there was silverware.
Oh, that's right. They probably stole it from this room, didn't they?
Yeah. You can see
All
where
right.
the dust was disturbed, and the plates and the silverware have all been taken.
Shall we head up?
Time. Smell time.
Heading up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. The corridor ends in a unlocked door. The door's got a lot of glass in it, so you can see in before you open it. It looks like it is a library or a study. It's filled with books. Did anyone pick up the human skin book, by the way?
I think Juan did.
I did not want to touch it.
I think that's where it ended up, was with me.
Okay.
I'm considering the blanket program.
Was I I got a book?
Who's got Polly? And is
I
Polly
do.
covered? Is Polly still covered or not?
Covered.
Okay, yeah, because I did say there's a lot of glass with sun streaming through. Okay.
Any good books?
You want to enter? You open the door and step inside, and you got the smell of old leather on shelves. Humidity in here is a little damp, so you do smell a little bit of mold as well. And the books are just, beautiful tomes just lining the walls here. Do you want to spend some time going through them?
Yeah, I might just take a peek at them. Yeah,
Okay.
walk through and look at a few.
Several old famous plays: Wartime Apothecary, Principia Oceanus, Of Gold and Blood, Republic of Water, Field Guide to Jungle Exploration, and books of other such. Go ahead and make me a presence roll, please.
Okay.
Books.
Anyone that's looking around in here searching can do the same thing.
Oh, for sure.
I
Yeah.
got a 3.
Yeah, you're finding all the common books.
Ooh.
I got
Rogers,
I'm
is
finding
that-
coloring books.
who got the 17? Is that Rogers?
Rogers, yeah.
Yeah.
Roger stumbles across the occult section.
Why always Rogers?
That's not skin. I'm just going to tell myself that's not skin.
It's not. In this case, it's just old leather, slightly cracked. It has that pleasant smell that leather gets when it's not rotten.
Ooh, Plankbeard.
Who got the next highest? Did somebody else get a 17?
Got a 17.
Plankbeard got a 17.
Blackbeard is looking through one of the windows as he's going through the books, and one of the books kind of stands out to you because it doesn't have any dust at the top of it, but the bottom has dust, which seems like very odd to you that it is that way. And it is the book that says Republic of Water. And this you're looking at it, and this looks kind of very odd to you. You look out the window, and where you should have several hours of sunlight left, you actually watch as the sun quickly is moving through the sky. In what would normally take hours is taking minutes as the sun starts to quickly move across the sky.
Guys, it's fast outside.
What?
We gotta move. We gotta move quick.
Might,
Out of the library! Out of the library!
I might ask our bird friend about this. Maybe he's got some ideas. Is it normal?
Oh, are you in the library?
Yeah.
Hey, there's some kind of weird time effect in there.
Oh.
Not great.
Is it only in here?
Oh, once you leave, it's all normal, but hours pass in minutes while you're in there.
All right. Well,
Go, 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 go!
Well, here's the thing. When it's nighttime, we come back here.
It's a smart idea.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you flee the library? Do you leave the library?
Yeah, I do. I'm heading up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tuck this away, read it later.
Do you go up? Yeah, there's like a spiral staircase that goes up, or do you go back down to the dining room?
Back up, up. Continue up.
Yeah. We're looking for the girl. We go up.
We're speed running this.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, well, if you go up, a spiral staircase kind of splits into it, a landing, and you can take the left or the rightmost.
Left.
Everybody, left? Is that it?
Yeah. I'm good with that.
That works.
Yeah.
Man, hold on. I'm having issues with my... Okay, you said you take the left?
Yeah.
As you're going up, once you leave the library, you go up and you do see some of the stained glass, and then the sun several hours have passed. The sun is much lower in the sky, but it is not moving at that very quick rate anymore, Plankbeard. But you lost like a good 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours while you were in there. By the look of things.
That's why I don't like to read.
Yeah, it's time consuming. It just takes all the time away.
Always happens.
As you come to the top of this stairwell, and it does continue upwards, but there's like a little landing here, and there's a very nice red wooden door bound in iron, very clean. Looks like someone took some time to dust it. There's a welcome mat out in front of it, or at least a mat where you would you'd clean your boots off. Doesn't actually say welcome.
I'll knock on the door.
A woman's voice calls out, "Who is it? Have you brought my supplies?"
No, but we your father wanted us to check on you. We're not here to steal you away, miss. We just wanted to talk and make sure you're doing okay.
Tell my father he can rot in hell and stop sending men here. The Baron is getting very displeased with having to kill so many of the men.
So about that, we'd like to figure out a way to stop him from sending people, because as we understand it, you kind of want to stay, don't you?
Of course, I wish to marry the Baron. Most of all, I wish to capture his presence on canvas.
Well, we don't really want to get in the way of that. But we'd like to figure out a way to.
You are very crude, sir. Open the door and come in. We may speak face to face.
Oh, lovely. So I'll go ahead and open the door and walk in.
This is gonna go great.
This is a bedchamber. There's a writing desk with piles of charcoal sketches depicting, skeletal figures. It looks like someone has been trying to capture the essence of someone. Veronique herself is here. She is a very striking woman with pale skin, dark hair, very long, a very aristocratic bearing, very much alive though. Like she does have some color to her cheeks and all. And she's in front of an easel with a bit of charcoal where she's practicing how to draw a hand.
Very good. Oh, lovely. You're very good at art.
Not good enough. Not good enough to capture the essence of my dearest. And she kind of looks at the piece of charcoal she's using, which looks like it is just a burnt brand from a fireplace, and he throws it to the ground. I'm out of supplies, and no one lives long enough to bring me back what I need. I need rich purples. I need Prussian blue.
Maybe we can help find somebody to bring you some good supplies if that's what you're looking for.
What do you mean when they don't live long enough?
Well, the Baron, doesn't like intruders in his home, especially those that are trying to take me away.
Could you just?
If we're not doing one of those things, can we
Yeah.
not die?
Oh, no, I hardly think that's fair. I mean, you are intruding upon his mansion without his oversight. You weren't invited. I certainly didn't invite you.
How about
That
this?
is technically true.
If
Back to what we were saying. So we're trying to come up with a way to keep your father from sending people after you. And I think maybe and this is terribly imposing, I apologize, but perhaps if we got like a lock of your hair or something to bring back to him and somehow convince him that it was all we could find and that you're actually gone, maybe he'd stop pestering you.
maybe your pinky too.
She looks out the window.
That's not necessary.
Oh, it seems like it's a little matter. The Baron will be here very soon. You have precious little time to leave. If I give you a piece of my hair, you will bring me back my supplies?
I'll certainly try to. It would be nice to be invited back, though, if that's the case. I'd rather not die.
Only the Lord of the Castle can invite you, but you're welcome to stay around until he does appear. I doubt you will live through it.
You know what? That's a good point. I'll take my chances bringing the supplies back later.
She picks up, it looks like it's a small dagger, and she cuts off a bit of her hair.
Great. Do you have, by any chance, a little list of what you need for supplies?
Tell my father I require my easel and my paints.
Wait,
Got it.
We're not going to tell your father that because then he's going to know you're still alive.
Oh, well, simply, here. And she starts writing out a list. Prussian blue, royal purple. Oh, I need some reds. Red like the sunset will capture his eyes just fine. Yes. The blackest
Fantastic.
black you can find.
We'll try and procure as much of this as we can for you and be back as soon as we can.
Bone white, of course, to capture his cheeks.
Yes, very, very bony. Gotta have bone. Right. We'll be off now. We're gonna go get those things and see if we can get out of here. We don't want to disturb you all.
You'll need funds to buy those paints. They're very expensive. She hands a dagger over to you. You notice has a silver blade and a golden hilt. A very nice price. Should be enough to cover the paints.
Well, thank you, Miss. We'll do that. We will use that for the paints.
My betrothed will be here soon. You should probably leave.
Yes, we'll do that. Gentlemen, let's head out. We've got shopping to do.
Oh,
Yes.
you wouldn't happen to have any symbols that would keep dead fellas from beating our brains out, would you?
Your unbeating heart, perhaps.
how do the undead keep? How do you keep them from eating you?
Oh, I'm a guest of the Barons.
So we got to get on the guest list.
Yes,
All right.
yes, you do.
How do we get
Now,
on
the Baron nearly killed me the first time that we met, but after I extolled how wonderful the light hit his cheekbones and how the red glowing embers of his eyes were caught so magnificently in the starlight.
This is great and all, but I'm leaving. Bye.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah.
We've
Nope,
got to get you
no.
those paints so that you can capture that magnificence, madam.
I'm literally leaving. They can keep talking.
Yep. On the way out. We are booking it, and we're going to get through that library as quick as humanly possible.
Oh yeah, because that does time stuff. Yep. Run.
Okay.
Yeah, full sprint.
Let's do this. Let's have Plankbeard just because. Roll me a D60. So 2 D6s. Read it as a D66. $36. Okay. You guys make it to the courtyard just as the sun is making its final bows on the horizon. The skeletons on the pike that were out here, which you, I believe, blew up. Lightning strike, right?
Yeah.
Right. So hands and finger bones start to flop around like little wriggling worms on the surface of them, and they start pulling themselves together slowly. You did such a great job with the lightning strike, so that will take some time. But they are reassembling themselves.
Boo.
Even some of
Look
the
at
bones,
that here.
the dust, seem to be pulling every little particle back together and reknitting.
Mm. Mm.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
But because you did that, the lightning strikes did save you this encounter. As you leave, and as you in the background, as you see, sun goes down, lightning out of nowhere starts to strike above the castle. You see forms in armor patrolling the parapets again. You see ghostly forms flittering in the air around the castle.
Run a clock.
Yes, because you are
Yeah.
still on an island where the undead do come out at night.
In fact, it's
you're not
half
completely
past
free.
o'clock, I think.
Yeah. So everybody's running. So I tell you what, let's do this. I'd like everybody to make me a roll. Let's base this on, let's see.
I don't think we've. Are there saves in this?
Yeah. Let's have you do your choice of a strength or an agility check. Strength, you're just barreling, pumping your legs as fast as you can. Agility might even be a little bit of parkour to get over the rocks and the tree.
Parkour.
I got a 5.
Ooh, 21.
Wow.
Wow.
What did you roll?
Booked it.
Did you roll strength or did you roll agility?
I rolled agility.
Okay, yeah, you're
Little sucker.
careening down the path, rolling here and there, but making great time. Roberts, also did fairly well, and you rolled strength, so you're just cranking down the path, leaping every once in a while to keep things going. Plankbeard's also the same, and all of you don't realize that you have left behind. Let's see, who got left behind, actually? Was it just you, Chuck?
Yeah, maybe. I did a bad job.
He's got the book too, by the way.
Yeah, Juan was left behind.
Yeah.
Because a hand, not fully yet decomposed, reaches up out of the ground just as you're about to leap a root, catches you on the ankle, you fall down, and you are now struggling as this zombie tears itself out of the ground, still hanging onto your foot. I would like you to go ahead and resist being eaten.
Okay.
Oh my.
What do you
I
want for that?
recommend you do good at this.
Yeah, this
Titanic.
this is your just saving against the melee attack. This you normally do.
Oh, I don't think I've encountered that roll yet.
Yeah, it's the rule. Anytime someone tries
Defense action, right?
it's your defense.
Okay. Yeah, let me get that. I go to actions and defense.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
11.
11. Okay, well, you need a 12. Did you want to use some of your devil's luck?
Yes.
Okay, so you can lower the test difficulty, which would make that a success, or you could re-roll.
Mm.
Let's lower it. Yeah.
Guaranteed success or take your chances.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. You managed to fend off the teeth trying to tear at your legs. You're still on the ground. It's kind of like a surprise there. So I'll let you go ahead and go. It's just between you and this creature because everyone else has just left you behind.
Yeah. I've got that new axe.
Yes, you do.
So yeah, I'm just gonna bring this down on the zombie. Oh, I actually did decent. 15 to hit.
There you go. How much damage did it do?
2.
Two. We'll say 2 is enough to sever the arm that was
All right.
holding onto your leg there. So you could get up and run away now as it's
I
still
will.
trying to pull itself completely out of the ground.
Yes.
Okay.
I will
Let's have you roll that check again then, either strength or agility, to continue down the path as fast as you can,
as fast as I can.
as you see more hands starting to pull up out of the ground.
I did worse. I got a 4 this time.
Okay, you got a 4 this time. This time, those of you
Oh boy.
do notice as looking behind you, you're seeing things start to pull itself out of the ground. Shambling zombies, skeleton, undead creatures of the forest. There's a snake that's lacking flesh on its head that starts squirming by. And they all seem to have a target as you hear Juan yell out as he seems to be trapped behind a wall of undead.
Oh boy.
What do you guys want to do?
Use the book.
Does shooting help?
Good.
Right, put him out of his misery. Don't let him get turned.
Yeah.
Well, that'll just turn him because everything comes back.
I
I was
thought
more
if you got
thinking
the
of
brain.
I was more thinking like shooting the things that are
Well, there's a lot of them. They seem to be coming in like to surround him. You guys have kind of safely made it past the part where all these bodies were, taking the daytime nap.
All right, we'll shoot something that's towards the front so it falls down and trips up the rest.
yeah.
That's a good idea.
Here we go.
So I'm looking for a number of successful actions to help him get out of there. So,
Okay.
you can shoot, and if you're successful at it, whether or not you do enough damage doesn't matter. If you're successful at it, that helps.
Okay.
All right.
Musket line.
I know which end
Yeah,
to
look at
point. There we go. Dirty 20.
Yeah. So that helps. That's a success. Anyone else want to do something to help? More flintlocks are going off. Oh, that's not good. Somebody rolled a
I'm spending the
fumble.
devil's luck on that one.
Yeah.
I want to try and draw attention to myself and divert some of them away. Make it
Okay,
easier
you can do
for
that. It looks like Flint got a success, so that's 2 successes there.
Wait,
Robert,
how do you roll for the musket?
you have to
You
put
have
the
to add it
in
to
your
your
inventory
I
first.
don't know.
It's in my inventory and it's equipped.
Okay.
Oh, it's under actions. That's why I was in the wrong place.
I could never
Joe,
figure out how to get
Fire
it
up to 3 pistols per round.
Yep.
So I'm shooting off
All
both
right.
of mine.
why don't you make me a presence roll then?
Okay.
Boom, 16.
Oh, wow.
Nat 20.
Yeah, that alone. So there is a volley of musket fire that breaks into the rear line of these undead. Some of them go down with broken legs, heads blown out, that sort of thing. You have gotten more than enough successes to give Juan a passage through the undead. And as Plankbeer calls out,
I'm just gonna scream as I'm running in. Not saying anything intelligent. Trying to make as much noise that they tear
the
away.
rest of the creatures turn to see Plankbeard running around. Are you running towards Juan or just running to kind of just get their attention?
Kind of towards the side
Okay.
to get some of them.
All right, that's
off.
a crit 20. So you pull over a swath of these undead creatures to come chasing you. Luckily, they do seem to move fairly slow. Although some of them that are undead beasties, like is that used to be a mountain lion or a panther of some sort, moves a bit faster. Juan, you're able to run through this channel that's made for you to join the group.
Yes, I do.
Plankbeard, you rolled a natural 20. So you lead them off into the forest a bit and you're able to run back to the group. You're all
Awesome.
together again. You see the lights of the town below you.
Hooray!
Yay! Let's go buy art supplies.
Well, let's drop off the hair to the father first, because I'm wondering if there's a chance that I can just steal the art supplies from his house.
Yeah, we
'Cause I
all
am a thief.
talked to Dad for a while, and while that's happening,
Yeah, I am basically a thief. So
Well, we'll help you just get rid of those art supplies so you don't have to remember them anymore.
now
Well,
Rogers,
as-
we're not stealing them; we're bringing them to its rightful owner under false pretenses.
Well, he didn't look like
Exactly.
a painter. They're probably his daughter's paints. That's a good point.
As you go back down into the city proper, into the safety, quote, of the lights around you, you pass the outskirts of the town where those 3 pirates that you sent away, well, you notice them because there's a scattering of silverware. They go up to these very large jungle plants. And kind of out of the top of one of the plants, is a leg, which is quickly slurped into the plant. And you see like there's a commotion inside, and then there's like this gelatinous fluid that's just kind of like hawked up out of the top of the plant, which includes things like rib bones, a head, or a skull.
Ooh.
And you see
Well, no sense letting these silverware go to waste.
2 more of them are trying to fight their way out of the plant. You see one of them has gotten the edges of the plant, and he's pulled his upper body out, and he's screaming, and you can see that like his flesh is starting to slide off of the bone. He's like, help me, please help me.
Oh, I'm hitting that guy with a belaying pin, just right off the bat.
Are you hitting the dude?
Oh yeah.
I was about to chop the plant. I think I should have to do it anyway. It's like I'm chopping the plant and you're just hitting the dude.
Cover all the bases.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just say that you put the dude out of. Well, he can't move, so as long as you didn't roll a 1, you cave his skull in, which is probably the kind thing to do as you're watching the skin kind of just slough off of his face from the chemicals inside the plant.
I don't make pain faces. This is his best thing here.
This guy is that done for.
You look up, and the last guy that's missing, and you realize this as a spoon falls and hits somebody on the head. He's clinging to a branch high up. Help!
It's dark, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Parrot, do you have a name?
Polly, do you have a short memory?
Yeah. Do you want to go like eat a guy?
Here's the thing about a parrot becoming a vampire. Take a real good close look at my bill. No fangs. No fangs. I can gum him. I kind of need it to be kind of opened up so I can get to the blood, you know.
We're in the city now, aren't we?
Parrot. You're just right on the outskirts. Not quite in it yet.
Right on the outskirts. He's up on a tree or something, right?
Oh, hold on. I got an idea. If you let go, we'll catch you. I have no
Well, you crewed with him for a bit, so he calls back down. I don't trust you. You're an asshole.
What? How could you say that about me, person number 4?
We got axe. We can cut him down.
I shared my last beer with you.
You
I
did?
did.
I thought that was person number 2.
We've got muskets. We can just like shoot him or shoot the branch, depending on how much of a dick we want to be.
We're on the outskirts of town. We start shooting muskets. People are going to come running.
It's a pirate town. No one's going to come running.
Even if you don't trust me, you could probably trust these guys. They didn't murder you.
Yeah, we actually let you go.
I literally watched them murder Phil.
They said they didn't murder you.
Technically, I just opened a door.
You can trust the two of us, Rogers and I, because technically one of us is definitely a priest.
Make a presence check.
Like it.
Ooh, 14.
All right, I'm coming down. Coming down. And he hangs off the branch to make it a small drop. It drops to the ground.
As he's like letting go, I was like, we are gonna like let him just hit the ground right now. I'm saying that out loud.
I don't really remember.
How far
what
a
your
drop
plan
is it?
Flint, who are you talking to exactly?
So nobody catches him.
I mean, I'll try.
Oh, yeah.
I'll try to catch him.
Oh, you people.
Okay. You want to try and catch him?
Yeah, I mean, I'll try and at least help.
I wasn't going to. I was just gonna let him hit the ground.
Try.
Try and help. Yeah, agility rolls. So Plankbeard, you did well.
I am just out loud saying that to them. I was like, I wasn't gonna do it. I was just gonna let him hit the ground.
And a 12 for me.
Okay. Well, so here's what happens. He would have taken. Let's see, where's my roll? Give me a second. He would have taken 6 points of damage, killing him. Instead, we're going to distribute the 6 points of damage amongst the 3 of you. So each of you are
good.
No.
2 hit points of damage, but it doesn't kill him. Oh, thanks. Oh, you got some sharp bits on you there, but thanks for catching me.
You're welcome.
Kind of dust him off as he stands up. All right, no hard feelings. I mean, we all tried to kill each other at one point, but no sense in not being civil at this point. Sorry about your mates, though. It looks like there's nothing really left of them.
I told you these guys were fine, although I'm a little disappointed now.
Let's get to the town. There's all kinds of terrible things out here.
Yeah, I'm looking at one of them right now.
Yes, good idea. Good idea. We'll go first. You bring up the rear.
Oh, okay. And he starts collecting the silverware and the goldware.
And we book it ahead and let him be in the back.
Okay.
You don't have to be the fastest. You just can't be the slowest.
That's a saying. Yeah. All right. So you're back in Coral Town then. This is the outskirts of the city here. Let's see. The governor's mansion is 7, of course. It's the biggest building there. It is nighttime, which does mean the place is lit up fantastically. Because this is the most dangerous time on the island. So there are lights out of most every window from the church. They've got great braziers lit so that light kind of filters out through the whole street. So yeah, there's actually you can hear the sounds of merrymaking as people drink, as you're wont to do in a pirate town.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go now or wait till morning? I feel like news is better delivered quickly. Plus, if I am going to steal anything, I'd rather steal it and run into the nighttime than steal it and run into broad daylight.
That's fair.
Hey, when you put it like that. Okay. I'm on board.
You want to go directly over to the mansion?
Yeah.
There seems to be something going on there tonight. There's a line of folks on the outside, some dressed very fantastically, as in like stage dress almost. There's a great deal of light. There's some kind of party or gala going on.
Oh, this is the perfect time to break bad news to someone.
As you hit Q on the outside.
I mean, if there's a big event, it does give us more cover for the stealing.
Oh my gosh.
That is true.
Everything's
You're
just
returning.
It's great.
You get behind this pirate that is walking bow-legged. He's got these leather chaps on and this ridiculously tall hat and a couple of pistols on the side. He says, "Evening, I'm an American.
Ah,
What are you coming in
You would say
tonight?"
that.
I'm sorry,
Coming
Mr.
as
American.
tonight?
What was your question?
What you coming as tonight?
The bearers of
quite
bad
make out.
news.
Well,
I'm a
I'm
pirate.
coming as a pirate.
Oh, how very droll. I'm not sure the
Well,
governor-
but an Australian pirate.
Oh, well, that's different. What makes you Australian?
I used to be a prisoner.
His
Used
love
to
of
be.
wallabies.
Yes. I smell like eucalyptus, and I used to be a prisoner.
Oh, okay. He looks very confused as he looks at the rest of you. You don't all seem to be dressed up in the least bit for this event.
We kind of lost track of the time.
Did we miss an invite for something?
Oh, this happens every 3 months. You must be newcomers here.
Mhm.
We are.
Yep.
Well, at least go and get a mask.
So you're
Oh.
like a place that we can like get those at?
Oh, somebody must be selling them. Go check at the bar.
It's a good idea. Let's go find some masks and come back proper.
Yeah, masks. That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah. The bigger, the better.
So the closest bar is the Gilded Raven, which is right across. And actually, you don't even have to go in the bar. There's just somebody on the outside that's got one of these little matchbox kind of trays and just selling just domino masks for a few silvers out of them. And you hear people talking about like this is kind of, as long as you make an effort. This is one of the months where this is the party where the governor like has some good food and you get some entertainment, and it doesn't cost anything. You just have to make the effort of being polite society.
Okay.
I
That's
know
the
how to
hardest part of this.
Yes, it is. Someone's going to ask you where that salad fork is supposed to go. You know it's going to happen.
Second from the left.
In your eye.
It goes in the
On the
salad.
table.
I know the answer to that.
Oh, that's a smarter answer. In
Yeah.
the salad.
Yeah.
And then you toss
And
it.
when you eat the salad, you keep your pinky up.
Yeah, so they're
always
selling,
pinkies up.
this young man is selling like domino masks, which are just the ones that cover the upper part of your eyes, some of your nose. You can get an opera style mask where it's got the little peg that you hold and it covers your full face. You can get the half mask; it covers everything except for your your mouth. They
Get a half
range from a
mask.
single silver all the way up to a gold for the very fancy like opera masks.
Mm.
Do we have
I'm gonna get a nice half mask. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to have my hands free, but I want something that covers as much as possible.
Okay, couple silvers. You buy a half mask that covers your features.
Hmm.
For a single silver more, sir, I'll sell you this bottle of perfume to cover up your stink.
Done. And actually, I'll take 2. I do have a lady to see in the swamp later, and I'm not too fresh coming out of those waters.
You are handed two perfume bottles.
I use an entire bottle all at once immediately.
Oh.
Oh, that is just pungent. Right. The lady's gonna love you. Oh.
Well, it most definitely covers the stink with more stink.
But
Yeah.
The
I'll
difference-
give each of you a hug afterwards to share it.
Oh boy, thanks.
Sharing is caring.
I'm just gonna rub up against you a little bit, kind of smear it around some.
Anyone else getting masks?
I'll get done.
This is normal.
Sure.
You throw a few coppers just to make the effort, as people are saying around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me a
I keep forgetting that I actually have a pet hawk as well. Do they have a tiny mask for my hawk?
For a silver, he will make you a tiny mask for your hawk.
I want a tiny mask for my hawk.
Out of nowhere, Polly produces a silver and also gets a mask.
Nice. I was going to ask. you
Okay,
if you
well, that's
wanted one,
interesting.
but
Why?
I see
Why exactly does the parrot have pockets?
This is
And
better
where are they?
to not think about.
I get that's like a
Ooh.
vampire power or something.
Oh, I imagine vampires are all rich.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about playing the stock markets when you live forever.
Yeah, it's the long game.
Okay, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
So you again come back now with doing your bit for this gala event, and you go to the front door. The line goes actually pretty quickly, and inside there is a ball going on. There's a little orchestra pit where stringed and woodwind instruments are playing a jaunty little tune, which people are badly dancing to. You can see the Duke, his advisors are kind of sitting on like this mock throne, and it is mock, like it is very pompous looking, and it is like golden paint on it to make it appear to be something special, but it is definitely mockingly so. He's not he's doing it as not to be pretentious, but just in the state of fun rather. So Father Wallace, the abbot of the church, is here as well.
Shall we approach?
Yep. As everyone comes in, you actually do approach the throne, and where you give people are giving what, as best they can, giving a proper curtsy to the throne. And you notice that Claude, who is the governor, the throne next to him would be his daughter, but of course it's empty right now. And he asks everyone that comes to present themselves before the throne, "What news of my daughter?" and it's always just
Ill news,
Very
sir.
well.
We come very ill news, and we're sad to bring it. Unfortunately, we did find what we believe was your daughter's final resting place. And I'll produce the lock of hair.
He looks visibly shaken as he takes it and says, "Is my daughter's hair?" Then Father Wallace kind of leans over and whispers something into his ears. And he looks at you and he grasps the hair in his hand and he says, "Liar! You're a liar!" And,
Well, now
Father Wallace stands back and just kind of crosses his arms and looks at you very gravely.
which part did I lie about?
Yeah, which part?
The father tells me that you lie.
Well,
Not dead.
it's a real difficult thing because it
I-
is kind of her final
was-
resting place if she can choose it. Because she,
I never said she was dead, Governor. I never said she was dead. I said her final resting place.
The governor looks over at Father Wallace, looks at you kind of stunned, thinks about it for a minute, just like,
I said, look, I'll be level with you here, all right? We're newcomers. We heard about your daughter. It's a terrible shame. We went looking for her. Look, I'll be flat honest with you. We found your daughter. She doesn't want to come home. She wants to stay where she is. She's a bit autistic. Is that the term? She's a bit odd.
yeah, spectrum.
where?
Honestly, the only thing she wanted to do, other than warn us that we were going to die at great peril, is to bring her art supplies.
Of course, yes. You definitely have met my daughter, all right. Why didn't you bring her back? Did you not act like a man and bring her back, as was requested? Do you not care for my gold? Do you not care for the bounty?
We care greatly for the bounty, but we also care for being alive to spend it. And unfortunately, she's in the castle of what we can only assume is some sort of undead baron. And I think he has something to do with all of this people coming back to life and not dying permanently sort of stuff.
We're not sure if he's a grizzly or a polar baron.
We're not really sure what he is.
That smooth-talking bastard might have taken my daughter, but he didn't leave this curse on the island. He himself is a product of that curse. How did he?
For some reason, she seems very taken with the morbid. Has she always been like that?
Yeah, she's always liked to take tea in the cemetery and lay in the mausoleum on occasion. Yes. But it's a past. She's just a teenager. These things come and go.
How old is she?
For now, she's come there and doesn't want to go. So that's,
Teen. She's in her goth phase. It's just a phase.
Yes, we've all been there, and it's a phase. I'll never grow out of it.
When I was 13, I went aboard a boat thinking I was going to be a fancy pirate someday, and now I forgot where I was going with this exactly, but I'm sure she'll be fine.
No, she won't be fine. I'll not see her marry the Baron. I mean, of course, she can sow her wild oats and she could have a disrespectable boyfriend, of course, but she can't marry the Baron. No, it's beneath her. Go and retrieve my daughter.
Isn't the Baron super rich?
He thinks about it for a minute. Well, he probably could come up with a respectable dowry. That's true.
I mean,
I'm sure he definitely still has a respectable dowry in his vault.
Father Wallace, what does the church say about giving my daughter's hand to an undead minion of hell? Father Wallace says, well, it wouldn't be the first time. It's not unprecedented.
I mean, it could ensure some level of peace, I suppose.
Largely depends on how much you actually tie to the church when this happens. I mean,
that's what I was going to say. As long as the tithe is good, then it's all okie dokie.
The Lord gets his cut, and everything's fine.
Fine. Go back to that castle, and you tell the Baron to set a date for the nuptials.
All right. Can we bring some art supplies for your daughter as requested? Would that be all right?
Of course. Who is the shrewdest bargainer amongst you?
Back.
I imagine we all point to ourselves.
Yeah, we are.
No, Rogers is going eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I'm voting back.
He pulls off like a signet ring.
All right.
All right. Wish you to bargain for the largest dowry you think the Baron can afford for my daughter.
All right. I think I can do that.
Yeah. Who rules on the-
Just one question.
Have one of the servants
Just one question.
achieve what you need. Yes. a
If
question.
we can help you negotiate here, is that maybe a good stand-in for finding your daughter and bringing her home as far as rewards are concerned?
It depends. Will she be happy with the Baron?
She seems quite taken with the idea of being there. I mean, I can't see her as being unhappy. She was perfectly good health, looked good, sounded good.
The Baron is
She seemed
Said something
happy.
about how she likes that she has eyes.
The Baron. Did you meet this man? He's not one of these hippie musicians that play out in the forests, is he?
No,
Nope.
he wanted to kill us being in his house.
No. We didn't stick around to meet him as we had been very impolite breaking and entering and such.
Okay. Well, as long as my daughter is willing to marry the Baron, we must make it official and must make a proper use of such things. I mean, I won't let my daughter live in sin. If she wishes to be with the Baron, she must be properly wed to the Baron.
Mm-hmm.
You, good sir, who I've given my ring to, I wish
Right.
for you to speak for my interests in this. Get the best dowry you can. If by any chance the Baron knows how to lift the curse, that would be a fine dowry as well.
What
All
curse?
right. I don't know that that's entirely in his best interest, being that he's dead, but I'll ask.
Okay, very good. Amuse yourselves. We have entertainment. We have food. We'll have one of the servants fetch my daughter's art supplies.
Nice.
Fantastic. We'll plan to leave out in the morning. For now, we will avail ourselves of your hospitality.
Wait! When you set the date, I'm very busy on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Tuesdays every other month. Weekends are probably out, and Sundays being the Lord's Day, I think wedding my daughter to a hell beast is probably not suitable for a Sunday. Can we try a Monday?
Monday sounds good. I like a Monday. Beginning of the week. Started off right.
Yeah, let's try for a Monday. Father, any objections? He looks very like, no.
Myself into.
Counting the objections with his hands.
No, my governor. I'm sure that God will forgive everything that transpires here eventually.
Everything that we've done.
Well, the good
Better to
thing is
ask forgiveness than permission, right?
Yeah, so, okay. Well, again, enjoy yourselves. One of the servants will bring you her art supplies. But you must leave this
Excellent.
evening.
Oh, yes, we will definitely leave this evening. It's a long and arduous journey. We may not make it there until tomorrow, but we will
Tomorrow.
absolutely leave this evening.
Tomorrow's fine. I mean, you don't think the Baron would take liberties with an unwed woman? My daughter is safe, her virtue safe?
She seemed to be perfectly safe. He didn't seem to. Her accommodations were very nice. She seemed perfectly safe, mostly taken with her artwork. I don't think he would disturb her either. I saw a fire in her eyes, not unlike yours, sir.
Yes, takes after me, she does. Well, unless she poisons the Baron, in which case she would take after her mother. Well,
I'm not sure that would be effective. Interesting, but not effective.
Again, enjoy yourselves. And I suppose, well, Father Wallace, does this technically mean that they've indeed found my daughter and delivering her? Father Wallace says, well, the hand is delivered in marriage, I think then yes, they have found your daughter and have delivered her, but the marriage must take place first. Ah, there. You've heard it from the father himself.
Excellent.
Arrange
Right. Yes,
the wedding of my
we must
daughter.
hold our
You'll be
end of the
paid.
bargain.
You'll be paid.
I will avail myself of some roast and wine, and then prepare to
Since it is night, the carved beast is avoiding having its flanks carved off to be served onto trays.
Get back here and work the powerful hunger you stop
Luckily,
at.
little son bitch.
I'm gonna eat you and sit in the corner and read a book.
You should have kept the head
Oh,
on this
God.
thing so we could
Oh, God. That's right. You guys need to learn that book overnight, don't you?
But he can read his book. I'll read the not human flesh book.
That's fair.
I'll read. Yes.
All right. Well, we'll end it there. We're pretty close to time. You've been given the marching orders to go and arrange a wedding for his daughter. That you'll be paid, and everything will be fine, perfectly fine. You just have to go and talk to the Baron.
Exactly as this adventure was planned, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No.
Now, if weddings,
By the
if
book.
marriages end in death, how do we arrange a marriage including death?
Well, nothing really dies on this island because it's reborn every night, unless you take precautions.
Right. Till sunup do you part.
You know what? I think we'll leave that for the Lord to decide.
Yes. Special custom vows are needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. All right, we'll wrap it up there, guys. I'm not sure if you're ready to take over next week or not, Joe. So, I mean, we could leave this here and come back to it
Probably
later.
one more.
Or, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
You want to do one more?
Yeah, probably one more for you, and then I should be good.
All right.
Go with one game system,
A
and
wedding.
then it
Sure.
became way too much to run for our format on the stream.
Yeah. All right. So next time we will arrange a wedding in the best possible way.
Yay.
Chuck, you got anything you want to announce there? What do you got going on the channel?
Yeah.
Feel free to drop
So
links if you need to.
yeah, on DOK, Wednesdays, Fridays, we've got stuff. You can also go to DriveThruRPG and buy my game Teenage Odyssey. And on Kickstarter, October 1st, we are launching our newest game, Skin City. Yeah. Look at that. It's Skin City. Look at the Cannon Otter Studio Kickstarter page.
Okay, cool. Anyone else? No, nothing. Okay. Well, check out bluemagic.com, BLUMAGIK.com. You can get our links there, Discord, all over social media stuff, and our podcast, which has been going on almost longer than someone here in this channel has been alive.
You're looking at you, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, thanks to those who are in the channel. Oak, thanks for stopping by there. We see you in the channel. That is it for the week. Thanks for watching, guys. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.